Hello dudes and babes, DT here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're here for the first time, and if you are, I hope you're going to consider clicking the subscribe button so I can see you again. So today we're jumping into another episode of Boom Beach, and I'm going to take a look back at what happened yesterday in one of our task force operations, and basically me finally coming to terms with my nerves and executing on Smokey Hooka. So let's jump right in and I'll break it down for you. So guys, as you already know, Smokey Hooka or Smokey Hooka or Smokey anything is quite an execution that I have not been able to master just so yet. So basically in this particular attack, the base was already pretty much knocked down and there was only about 98,000 health points left on the power core. So full disclosure, by the time that I got to the base, the core was really weak. So I did not have a whole lot to do. All I had to do was to execute the Smokey drop properly and walk my troops up to where they needed to be. So let's go ahead and take a look at how this unveiled, and basically this gives me a little bit of a foundation to work on, and finally I've been able to calm down my nerves and just, you know, do everything one step at a time and not panic too much, or hopefully not panic at all soon to be. So over here we are just dropping our troops on the left hand side, and I'm gonna have to shock the cluster of sniper towers just a bit because they were hitting up my heavies and I do need them as much as possible for the rest of the attack because they are my sponges. They soak up all the damage, and of course I need them alive for the sake of Zookas. So here we are, we're just flaring another corner over here, and I'm going to actually do a double flare in this corner just to make sure that Zookas are lined up perfectly behind the heavies, because as you can see they walk a little bit slower. So by the time the grouping happened, I needed them to be perfectly grouped just like that. And then we're doing another flare into the corner over here, smoking and overlapping the smoke just a tad so the Zookas and the heavies stay in the smoke and they don't get hit up by any of the defenses. Now a few of my Zookas will shortly get hit up just a little bit by the machine guns over here, but that's not such a big deal because we're still going to be able to keep most of them alive, and basically it's going to be a-okay. So now that we're all regrouped, the heavies are going to go first, and here we are, we're starting. I'm going to take down the mortar over on the right because it's not good for my Zookas, we all know that. So let's go ahead and barrage that over here, take that down. And while heavies and Zookas are regrouping, the Zooks are going to go straight for the core, and only in a matter of seconds the power core will be down. So down it went. As I've mentioned, the core was already super weak by the time I deployed my troops, so this was not going to be extra difficult. But even in the case that the core had a ton more health in it, the placement of the Zookas would have been perfectly good, as well as the heavies. And the only thing that would be in my way would be the cannon over here, but the boom cannon, I mean, but it's just not, you know, I still would have finished it off, I believe. So this was the very first try of mine, and first and properly executed try of the Smokey Hooka. Now I know there are tons of players that do all Zooka, and that is my next step. I'm trying to get to the point where I'll be able to do a Smokey Hooka just as well and walk out with minimum casualties and of course the victory. Ooh, look at that. We are going to spectate an attack over here. What is happening? Where are the troops? Ooh, look at that. Speaking of Smokey Hooka, and look at the deployment here. The Zookas are actually walking first, so I'm assuming there's going to be a cover up over here, an overlap. All right, another one, and come on, another overlap. So Zookas are covered up, now troops are all gathered. This doesn't happen very often, guys. Oftentimes when I record, I don't actually have the people attack in real time, which is oh so exciting. So let's watch this and see what happens. Oh my goodness, look at that core. There is not a whole lot left there, and a little bit of a late overlap here, but all the troops are still a-okay. So I'm assuming there's going to be a shock, and then, okay, let's see. Come on, another shock, and down it should go. Come on. Okay, there are no, it doesn't seem like there are any Zookas left. So at this point, oh no, there they are. There are the Zookas. They're just hiding behind the backs of the heavies. And that was a really cool takedown, guys. I'm really happy that I caught that on camera, caught live. That's awesome. Doesn't happen often, like I said. So as I was saying before we got distracted by the takedown of assembly by Mr. Azaz, we are going to continue to try to do better with the Smokey Hooka or Smokey Hooka, so I can bring you more exciting takedowns in the future of real player bases, NPC bases, Dr. T, and everything else that comes in Boom Beach, and hopefully Mega Crab soon. Isn't it time for Mega Crab again? I believe it is going to be soon. So this was just a really super quick video. Maybe I will do an attack or two here. Guys, if you have any of the NPC bases that you want me to take a look at and create kind of a step-by-step tutorial, do let me know so I can check them out. At the moment, I don't have that many NPC bases on my map just because I feel like I've been taking them down as soon as they pop up, and so it has been kind of dry over here in terms of NPC bases. But if you have any that you want me to break down step by step like I did with some of the previous bases, let me know in comments below and I will make sure to do that for you. Let's find something to attack here so we can get some live action again, since we just caught a super awesome attack by one of the members of TF. So let's go ahead and do this. We can do shockless with all Zookas. I think we can. There shouldn't be a reason why we shouldn't be able to get through it. First and foremost, of course, we are gonna have to take down the shock launcher over here. The one on the left, I don't think we're gonna have to bother with because I think that one can just stay where it is and we're gonna remain outside of the range. I'm pretty sure. If I'm not, then oh boy, that's going to be bad. Okay, let's go ahead and deploy over here in the corner, in the very corner, and we're just gonna go ahead and shock all the cannons. I'm gonna start working on the mortars. Oh no, the mortars are deadly, absolutely deadly. So let's go ahead and take down this guy over here, that guy over there. All right, let's go ahead and put my Zooks over in the corner. Very sloppy, very sloppy over here. It's okay. Alright, so I was getting worried there for a second that we weren't gonna do this, but we did. I think we've lost quite a few Zookas, but it's okay. And this wasn't actually a Smokey Hooka, guys, but that was just a takedown, and all that matters. We lost 38 Zookas. Let's go ahead and refuel. 121k to refuel, and let's open up the chest. Let's see what is here. We can actually probably start an upgrade of something, so let's go ahead and collect all of our resources. I have a submarine ready to be collected. All right, so we got a ton of iron there. We have, okay, so I'm gonna go with, I need some wood, guys. I need a ton of wood. Look at all the iron and stone that I have in both the daily reward and the VP reward. All right, so I'm obviously going with wood here. And I think I'm gonna go with diamonds. Always look so enticing. Let's see what else could be upgraded. What are we close to upgrading here? All right, so I need a ton of wood and then of course a bunch of rock. So let's grab the rock over here, and then I'm gonna have to do a bit more raiding to get that wood to start the next upgrade. And for now, let's go and send the submarine on the mission and start diving for something good. Hopefully wood. That somewhat rhymed, which was completely unintentional. No wood here, at least not that I can see immediately. Maybe one of the hidden resources would have been wood, but I am not going to be taking chances when I need wood ASAP. So come on, let's go for this one over here. Looks like a pretty good amount. All right, let's deploy this. Only 22 hours to go, so obviously I'm gonna have to do a bit more raiding until that submarine is done, and then I'm gonna let you guys know in the next video what upgrade I've selected. I think I'm going to go with a boom cannon upgrade but I can't guarantee because that all is going to depend on how much loot I will need to start the next upgrade. So I will catch you guys in the next episode. This was just a really quick check-in to let you know that I am working on my Smokey Hooka and Smokey Hooka combo to bring you more exciting videos. And don't forget to let me know in comments below if there are certain NPC bases that you want me to take a look at, and I will absolutely make sure to do that. I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, DT is out.